Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Matt Stowolf here. We're here at the Barclays Center here, and today I will be announcing the Brooklyn Nets against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Today, the Nets are playing their second game ever at the Barclays Center. They won their first game against the Toronto Raptors, beating them 107 to 100. It was a very good game. The Nets pulled out. Raptors going back and forth the lead. The Nets pulled out and won the game. And the T-Wolves are coming off a loss against the Toronto Raptors. They lost 105 to 86. Obviously, Timberwolves here, they are losing right now. Their best player, and Kevin Love, he's going to be out for about 5 or 4 weeks now. He hurt himself, so they're playing without him, their best player. And then the Nets, obviously coming in their first game. Obviously, their first game against the Knicks was postponed, so they played the Toronto Raptors, and they played on 2 days ago, and they won 107-100. D. Well did very good. He scored 19 points. Joe Johnson had 14. It was a very good game. Brook Lopez had 27 points. It was a very good game for the Nets. Obviously, the Timberwolves are coming off a hard loss here against a team that the Nets beat. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here. Most people are probably going to say Brooklyn's going to win this game, considering that the T-Wolves do not have Kevin Love. But, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. They have Timberwolves have guys like Brandon Roy, who came out of retirement a year ago. Still a very young guy, though. Andre Kirilenko, who didn't play in the NBA last year, was played in Russian League due to the NBA lockout. Derek Williams, number 2 overall pick, and Nicholas Pekovic, who's the center. He's a pretty decent guy, averages 12 points per game. That'll be probably the starting 5. Only problem with the Nets here today, Gerald Walsh will not be playing due to an ankle sprain. He's day-to-day right now, and he's not in the lineup for tonight's game, so he won't be playing. Still not sure yet who will be starting. Probably might be a Marshawn Brooks, and Joe Johnson will go to the small forward, but we'll see what happens. But right now, the secure starter is probably going to be Darren Williams, Joe Johnson, Chris Humphries, and Brook Lopez. We'll have the game right after the break. I'm Matt Stowolf here. You're listening to the game here. Brooklyn Nets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back here. I'm Matt Stowolf here, going to announce the Brooklyn Nets against the Minnesota Timberwolves. But before that happens, they're still warming up, so tip-off will be in a few minutes. But while we're waiting for tip-off, I'm going to do a couple predictions for the other games tonight. So the first game I'm going to do is the New York Knicks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. The game's currently going on. It is about the end of the first quarter. The score is 22-21 New York. I think New York's going to keep it. They won yesterday. Big win. I think they'll win today as well. Also today, Phoenix Suns playing the Miami Heat. I'm a Suns fan personally, but I know that the Heat, best team in the NBA, they're going to win. Utah Jazz playing the Memphis Grizzlies. This is a very good game. I got Memphis. I think Rudy Gay is doing very well this year. So is Zach Randolph. They're going to be fine. Also, Portland's going to play in Dallas. Both very good teams. Damian Lillard right now looking like the Rookie of the Year. I think Portland will win this game. Indiana's playing Sacramento. Both teams are very good, but I think Sacramento's going to win that game. Golden State is playing Golden State's playing Sacramento. Sacramento's 0-3 right now, and Golden State is looking pretty well. I like them. I think Golden State's going to win. And Cleveland's going to be playing the Clippers. I don't think Cleveland, the only team they really beat is the Wizards, and the Wizards don't have a win yet, so I got the Clippers. Also coming in right now, Keith Bogans will be starting in place for Gerald Walsh in this game today. As I said before, before the commercial break, Gerald Walsh is out with an ankle sprain, so he won't be playing. So Keith Bogans will be coming in for him. All right, guys, coming after the break, I will be announcing the tip-off for the Nets against T-Wolves will be going on here at the Barclays Center. I'm Matt Stowolf. We'll be right back after the break. And we are back. Hello, everybody. I'm Matt Stowolf here. Here at the Barclays Center, going to be announcing the Brooklyn Nets against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So today, Nets, as I said in the pregame, 1-0, and Timberwolves are 1-1. It'll be a very interesting game. Obviously, the Nets are not going to be having Gerald Walsh tonight. He is out with an ankle sprain, so Keith Bogans will be starting for him. So it's going to look like Darryl Williams, point guard, Keith Bogans at the 2, Joe Johnson as a small forward, Chris Humphries as the power forward, and then Brook Lopez at center. And for the Timberwolves, it's going to be Luke Ridnour at point guard, Brennan Roy as shooting guard, Andrei Kirilenko, also known as AK-47, at the small forward, Derek Williams, former number 2 overall pick, at the power forward, and Nikola Pekovic will be the center for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Coming right back quickly, one more break. After the break will be tip-off for the Brooklyn Nets and the Minnesota Timberwolves. We'll be right back after this break. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this Barclays Center here. I'm Matthew Stoloff, going to announce the Brooklyn Nets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Starting lineups just came in for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We got Luke Ridnour at the point guard, Brennan Roy at shooting guard, Andrei Kirilenko at small forward, Derek Williams power forward, and Nikola Pekovic as center. For the Nets tonight, we're going to have Darren Williams at the point guard, Joe Johnson at shooting guard, Keith Bogans the small forward. Gerald Wallace is out with an ankle sprain today. Chris Humphries at the power forward, and Brook Lopez at center. Game just about to start here. Everybody's getting ready, going around the center circle, getting ready for tip-off. Nets looking to win after winning their first game ever at the Barclays Center against the Toronto Raptors, and Timberwolves losing to the Toronto Raptors in their last game. So it'll be very interesting to see how both teams do. Kevin Love not in this game for Minnesota Timberwolves, as you guys know. He is out with an injury, out for 4 weeks. And here we go. Tip-off has started. Here comes Luke Ridnour taking the ball up top, giving it to Andrei Kirilenko on the left elbow, looking for somebody, trying to give it to Pekovic, but bobbles it. D-Will gets the steal. Here comes D-Will now coming on the fast break, driving down the lane, passing out to Keith Bogans in the left corner for 3, and it's in. Keith Bogans with the first points of the game here, 3-0 Nets. And here we go. Luke Ridnour now taking the ball up, giving it to Andrei Kirilenko on the left wing, passing out to Derek Williams, who's at the top of the key, giving it to Luke Ridnour once again on the right wing, and looking for Pekovic, who's posting up now on the right block, trying to fade away with the hook shot, and it goes in. 2-3. Here we go, Brooklyn here with 11:15 left in this first. Darren Williams now taking the ball up, giving it to Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson posting up, now moving from a screen. Brook Lopez setting the screen, giving it to D-Will in the right short corner, passing out to Lopez. Lopez gets the ball, bobbles a little bit in the right corner. Keith Bogans out, and passing to Keith Bogans, who takes the shot for the left wing for 3. Once again, making the first one, but air ball on the second one. Now here's Luke Ridnour with the ball. Giving it to Roy. Roy driving. Here comes Kirilenko, and gets fouled driving down the baseline. Brennan Roy with the ball in the right wing. Kirilenko with the backdoor cut. And he will be taking free throws, most likely. D-Will with a nice pass out for the first points of the game. Keith Bogans gets those for 3. D-Will was driving down. Passing out Keith Bogans. He gets a 3. And here's Kirilenko's first free throw, and it dribbles in. Game's now tied at 3 here with 10:48 left in this first quarter. Andrei Kirilenko, very interesting, did not play last year because of the NBA lockout. Played in Russia instead, as he misses the second free throw. Rebounded Brook Lopez. So now this year, last year he played for 2 years ago he played for the Jazz, and now this year he's playing for the Timberwolves. And now here's Brook Lopez driving, gets the ball stolen by Brandon Roy. Now Brandon Roy's taking the ball up. Brandon Roy retired last year and now came back. Here's Derek Williams with the ball, second overall pick a year ago, doing the step back fadeaway in the semicircle, and it goes in. It is now 5-3 Minnesota, taking the first lead of the game. So now here's D-Will on the left wing. Here comes Joe Johnson with the screen. Terrible screen, but D-Will gets away from it, takes the shot for 3 on the left wing and goes in. Joe Johnson sending a poor screen, but D-Will figures out how to get open anyway and takes a 3 and makes it. Here comes now Brandon Roy with the ball, getting double team, passing out to Derek Williams in the left short corner. Derek Williams driving, doing the fadeaway, misses, but it's going to be Keith Bogans, hits it off his head, and it's going to go out of bounds. Derek Williams took the ready hook shot, missed. Pekovic and Brook Lopez were fighting for the ball, and it went off Keith Bogans' head, so it's going to be Timberwolves ball on the baseline. So here we go. T-Wolves, Kirilenko inbounding it, passing out to Derek Williams, who drives, misses, but rebounded by Pekovic. Pekovic takes a shot and is blocked. Now here's Brook Lopez with the rebound. Now D-Will driving and is going to try to pass out once again to Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson passes out to Keith Bogans, the right corner for 3, and it's in. Keith Bogans now with 6 points in this game. D-Will was driving, passed out to Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson swung it around to Keith Bogans, and it was in. So here comes Kirilenko now with the ball on top of the key. Derek Williams with the screen. Now trying to drive. Kirilenko loses the ball. Brook Lopez gets the ball. But now Joe Johnson's driving. Trying to drive it wide open. Gets the layup in. Ball was dribbling. Joe Johnson picked it up. Luke Rinauer came down. But Joe Johnson was able to get the easy layup still. So 11-5 Brooklyn here with 9 minutes left in this first quarter. Luke Rinauer now dribbling with the ball in the right wing. Looking for somebody. Gives it to Pekovic. Pekovic gives it back to Luke Rinauer. Luke Rinauer driving across the three-point line. Gets the easy layup. And no, misses, but rebounded by Pekovic. And Pekovic gets his first points of the game. So here we go. D. Will now with the ball up. Taking the ball up. 11-7 Brooklyn here with 8:45 left in this first quarter. Passing out to Keith Bogans on the right wing. Keith Bogans looking for somebody. He's giving it to Brook, who's right next to him. Now Brook was looking for somebody. And D. Will slips. Passing to D. Will, but he's slipping. Joe Johnson gets the ball. No problem. Joe Johnson trying to drive, but loses the ball, and it's going to be a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Luke Rinauer for reaching in. Brook Lopez was trying to pass it to D. Will, but he slipped. I don't know if he tripped on somebody. I don't know what, but he slipped. But Joe Johnson was able to get the ball, and then Luke Rinauer tried to reach in, and it was a foul. So now he's D. Will with the ball, looking for the back door. Keith Bogans, he misses the easy layup. Keith Bogans went back door. D. Will saw him. Keith Bogans wide open, and he missed the easy layup. So now here's Luke Rinauer now driving, looking for somebody. Pass out to Pekovic. Pekovic gets the easy layup. A little pick and roll action there. Nice job by the T-Wolves. So now here's 11-9 Brooklyn here with 8:10 left in this first quarter. Here's D. Will with the ball. D. Will passing out to Brook Lopez, who takes a shot on the deep two on the right wing, misses. So rebounded by Andre Kirilenko. So here's Luke Rinauer passing it to Pekovic, who's posting up on the right block. Pekovic trying to make a move, getting double teamed by D. Will, trying to pass out to Andre Kirilenko, but he's going to get fouled. And it's going to be a foul on D. Will for reaching in. D. Will came in, kind of tried to double team there, and swinging his hands too much at Pekovic, and he'll be called for his first foul of the game. It looked kind of clean from here. You look at the replay, but refs called it foul. So Pekovic is going to be taking 2 free throws here. So here's the first free throw, and it's in for Pekovic. Pekovic, the last time he played the Nets, he had 27 points, 11 rebounds. Very, very good. He's doing well so far already. Taking his second free throw and it goes in. He's leading the T-Wolves in scoring right now. So here we go. Darren Williams taking the ball up. Point guard out of Illinois for the Nets. He's got the ball on the left wing. Now he's going to drive. Nobody came for help. Then Derek Williams comes the last second, but it's too late as he fouls Darren Williams. And Darren Williams will now be taking 2 free throws. Darren Williams was driving. Derek Williams did not see Darren Williams until the last second, so he went up and had to foul him, or else he would have gotten the easy layup there. So, here we go. Darren Williams taking his first free throw of the night. Shot. It's in. And then let's take the lead once again. Obviously today the Nets are not playing with Gerald Wallace. If you have not heard, he is out with an ankle injury, so he will not be playing. So here's D. Will with the second free throw, and it's in. So now here is Luke Rinauer taking the ball up here for the T-Wolves, giving it to Andre Kirilenko on the right wing, passing it to Derek Williams on top of the key. Derek Williams, somebody's going to dribble it out, and T-Wolves are going to reset with Luke Rinauer with the ball. Here we go. Screen by Pekovic. No, gets out. Andre Kirilenko taking the shot, contested, and he misses on the right wing. Rebounded by Brook Lopez, 7-foot center right there. Here comes Darren Williams with the ball. Now looking for somebody. Can't find anybody. He's going to drive now. Looking for Brook Lopez. He has him. Brook Lopez takes the hard shot. Takes the shot on the right corner, but gets fouled. So he'll be taking 2 free throws. Brook Lopez, a very good free throw shooter for a center as well. Foul was on Pekovic. Pick and roll there. D. Will and Brook Lopez. And Brook Lopez got the ball, and Pekovic came in and fouled him. So he'll be taking 2 shots. So here is the first shot for Brook Lopez, and if he misses, score is still 13-11 Brooklyn. Brook Lopez, coming out of Stanford, has a twin brother. Robin Lopez was on the Suns last year, but this year has gotten traded to the New Orleans Hornets, and he's doing very well for them so far. So here is Brook Lopez, the first shot. His second shot, and he misses both free throws. So now here comes Luke Rinauer taking the ball up. And C.J. Watson is coming in for Darren Williams. C.J. Watson played for the Bulls last year, and now is on the Nets. signed him as a free agent. Here's